Welcome. It's still muted. Welcome to the Rhode Island Broadcasting. Okay, glitches at the beginning. Welcome to the Rhode Island Broadcasting RoundTable. It's not so round, got square people in all the corners. So it's the square table, I guess. We have Kel Sign of Tech Tips right there in the middle. And we have Austin Lynch down at the bottom from Charge Motion. And we have Eric Teotonio up at the top there from Sports Unfolded. And, of course, myself from Haven Shine Reviews. We have Austin Lynch down at the... And first time with this kind of thing, so we're making it work. We're making it work.
Yeah.
We're going to cover all the shows that we have here on Rhode Island Broadcasting that we have here mostly, and ones that we haven't really announced yet, like the Bucket List, Jam Sessions, Saturn Flicks, all coming up. We're going to talk about all of that stuff, and we have other things in store for you, like speaking to you, the fans. Hopefully, you can give us some questions, and we'll give you some answers. So we're going to talk about what we're doing, when we're doing it, and what's coming up in the future. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Tech Tips with Kel Sign. You got it?
Yep, I got it. So hey guys, it's nice to see y'all. We're doing this right to just give a little bit of a info about each program, about what we're doing now in the channel, and what we're gonna do, and of course, just give thanks to all of y'all. We are very appreciative right now, and we are very grateful for all of the things that you have done for us. We see that not only Tech Tips has got a lot of views, all of our programs are getting views, and we're just in shock of how you, the viewer, is helping each and one of us. Like
So Kel, you have two shows that you've done already. They are soaring through the roof. When's the next episode coming?
So the next episode, it's gonna be a little bit more complex. The way it's going to work, it's more about IPTV, and I want to show you guys a little bit more stuff how you can take advantage of IPTV, and how can IPTV can be a saver for your pocket.
That's pretty awesome. I know I got the IPTV from you, and it's probably the best money I've ever spent in my life. Like, I literally watch everything, and I'm like, I watched a show today called Away with Hilary Swank, and because of you, I've seen that. Never have watched that without IPTV. Would never.
Yeah, like right now, IPTV it's something that you really can take a lot of advantage, not only for regular TV, of course, for movies. If you want to see European TV channels, or European news, or Asian news, or wherever in the world news you want to watch, you have all the channels in the world right there. You can watch anything you want. Or if you're overseas and you don't have American channels and you want to watch some American series, you have that. It doesn't matter where you are, because it's through internet, and you can literally see whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want.
That is awesome. So is that coming up on Thursday?
Yes, sir. This Thursday. So keep it live.
Well, I'm sure we'll have like 50 plus thousand people that tune into that, because your numbers are just like unbelievable. And we're gonna be watching to learn how to do the IPTV, even though I already know.
Yeah, yeah. There's always something new to learn. That's the cool part about tech. There's always something new to learn. There's always uh, little tips that you always can get. That's why it's called tech tips. There's always a tip.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I think he bases his shows all on me because I don't know how to do any of this stuff.
And another dude, but let's not mention names.
Donnie, yes, let's mention him, Donnie.
Yes, Donnie,
He
if
might
you're
be
watching,
watching.
yep,
He might be watching.
we love you, man.
All right, so let's jump into Satterflix. What we got coming up on Satterflix? Um, Kelvin, now me and you worked so hard on getting these movies lined up from all these places. Um, the first one we aired was The Invisible Thread by Robert Eisenberg.
Yes, that was an amazing experience. Like,
It was. It was.
I remember the tension we had, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, is this going to work? Is this going to work? Is this going to work?"
Yes.
Oh boy, we
We're
want
crossing our fingers and hoping people watched.
for real. Like, it was the first time we did something different than our shows, and still our shows
Right.
at that moment didn't have that many views. So we were like, we wish that this gets something, or and man, like Robert Eisenberg, he's a genius. Like, I like to do all of that by himself, all that, and all the writing, the production, everything. Like, dude, you're a beast. Like, if you're watching this, like, I like, you blow my mind, man.
Well, I got some good news for you. I talked to him today, and he's going to be getting in touch with me soon, and he's going to put up another movie for us.
Oh,
He's been working on one, but I've seen two of them that he's done, and I'm like, we need to air this. And he's going to get in touch with me probably this week, and we are going to arrange that coming up soon.
nice, nice, nice.
The second thing we did was air Maurice episode 1 and 2, and episode 1 took off like instantly, 16,000 views, and I think episode 2 got a little lost, but since like the past like 3 days, it has soared up into the thousands. So people are watching that one as well. What do you think about that series?
Wow. Like right now, Stephen Martin, he's a genius. Like right now, if you didn't know that this dude, this series, when he created it, it was science fiction. That it really wasn't not real. It's not a real documentary. It really pulls your leg. Like right now, if you're just watching for
Yeah.
the first time, you go like, "Wow, that happened here in Rhode Island!" Like really, and you think it's of those unsolved mysteries or one of those programs. Like the quality of the recording, the quality of that of the way the program presents itself.
The
It's
way he
amazing.
presented it, yeah,
Yes.
it is. Because
Especially
it's like,
using clips of his past, that makes it more
yes,
legit.
yes. Now, and it's weird because he uses all the names of the players in
You
the
know, in the
movie,
band.
and it's like, God, I know them, and all the places were real places. So it's like you get this appearance of it being a true story, but in fact, it is not. But hopefully, we can get episode 3 from him and get that up and going next Saturday. I'm hoping for it.
And by
The,
the way, sorry to interrupt. If you haven't followed Stephen Martin in Instagram, go right there, because he wants to keep on creating stuff. Support him. And you know something, sorry to take right out of line, a little bit out of context, but let's support each other. Let's just not only support Rhode Island Broadcasting. If you like the program here, go ahead and follow, and just follow the other people. Like right now, if you like Eric's
Robert
show,
Eisenberg.
Unfolded, go to Sports Unfolded. If you like Austin and James show, go to Charge Motion's page and like that page. If you like Robert Eisenberg, Stephen Martin, like everybody that you see there,
Yeah,
Fatful Films, everybody, just go click like.
so
If they have any products, go please buy them something, at least a hat or something. Let's cooperate with each other.
So Robert Eisenberg is both on Facebook and YouTube. So just search Robert Eisenberg. You're gonna find
Yep.
him. And Stephen Martin, again, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. The Instagram I know off the top of my head, and it's Stephen Martin, STEPHEN Martin 11.11. That is his Instagram. Blow it up because he's good. And like you said, Fatfoot Films, we aired two of their movies. There's a ghost in the bathroom and Love
That
at
was a
First
good
Group.
one.
Oh my
That
God, these
goes to the
movies were
bathroom. It was
hilarious.
funny because at first when I heard the title, of course, Ghost and everything, you think it's something like kind of it's gonna be like something thriller maybe, or but the way
It
the
was
actors were amazing.
hilarious.
The writing was good. It was short but perfect, really.
So Love at First Boop just aired yesterday. Uh, it's already it's already gabbing a bunch of views. So go look for that and search Fatfoot Films again on Facebook and YouTube. You will
Yeah, yeah,
find
yeah.
them, follow them, give them
And
likes,
also
and
on Vimeo, they also have a Vimeo.
yes, they have a Vimeo. Next week, what we got coming up is from 1031 Productions in Pawtucket. I don't know if you can hear me. It says that the mic is muted.
No, it's not muted. We can hear you.
Okay, all right. So their movie Unalienable is going to air next week, and I got to see this short film. It's powerful. Let me just tell you, this is powerful, and you will want to be here next Saturday night watching this. It's not a long movie, but it's powerful, and it was brilliant. And we're glad that 1031 Productions in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, is letting us do it.
Nice,
Um,
nice,
so,
nice.
so that is Satterflix. What we got going. Hopefully, we hear from Stephen Martin and Robert Eisenberg to do another one for both of them, and also Fatfoot Films. And this is 1031's first production, so hopefully in the future we'll get another one. So with that, we're going to jump into Charge Motion with Austin, and hopefully James can jump in because I just got a message from
Yep,
him. Hopefully he's there.
yep,
And
yep.
so it's Charge Motion with Austin.
Let's go.
One of the two hosts of Charge Motion, and my show is all about fighting games. There's my co-host over there, my good friend James. We host Charge Motion together. We like talking about fighting games, and that's what we do. So everything from fighting game news to updates to character reveals, to our own personalized opinions about the games, to stuff like personal tips for improvement and wrapping your head around these really complex games. That's all the sort of stuff that we cover on the show, and we're really happy to bring that type of information to you guys. Is my partner still muted over here? All right, I see you talking, but I'm not hearing anything. It looks like it's on your end.
So Austin, while we're waiting for James's mic to be fixed,
Sure thing.
you do a lot of what's upcoming on games and stuff like that. Is there a way that you can physically show people how to do some moves on the show? Because I know I could use that help, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that can.
Yeah, so um, a more direct sort of this is how you do it educational thing is definitely something that I want to do more of on the show. In the last couple episodes, I've made it a point to talk about sort of like personal growth type things, like, taking care of yourself outside of the game in the context of getting better at the game.
Right.
But we're definitely looking towards doing a more sort of in-game, this is how you do it style content. The deal is there's just been so much news going on that it's been hard to fit that kind of thing in and still cover all of the news.
And it's been big.
It's all been really big news that we really don't want to skip out on. And that's the cool thing about the show, right? Is that neither myself nor James really tend to focus on one specific fighting game.
Right.
So we really try to include all of them, or as many as we can, so we really try to leave no community out. So if we can cover everything, we will.
The great thing is, like, you guys have been around these games for so long, and
Years.
just the communities themselves, not even necessarily playing any specific game, but it's really cool how you put the shows together and you can talk about all these games that people really love and not lose some of the games in the shuffle. You know what I mean? So it's like you're talking about these games and it's like, oh, people out there say, oh, I've played that game, and it could be the smallest game, but people are responding to what you guys are talking about.
Right. So like I said, we really try to leave no stone unturned, right? Like both of us just love fighting games. It's like I don't just love Street Fighter, I don't just love Tekken. I do love those games, but I love fighting games and what they do for people and the way that they bring people together. And so I really try to involve myself in them as much as I can. I play so many different games, even if I never really get good at them. I try to play the games and meet people and learn things about them so that I can
That's what
sort
it's all
of
about, is meeting the people too. I mean,
exactly.
That's big. So
yeah, the people are the biggest thing, and that's what I really want to connect with when it comes to Charge Motion. Is I want to connect with the people, and going forward to sort of step on that point. I do want to do what you mentioned earlier is sort of a more direct, this is how you do it kind of tutorial style content.
right.
But I also want to get the community more involved in the show. So I want to do, Q&As on the show where people submit questions and we answer them on the podcast.
Right.
Another idea I had was doing like a clip of the week type where people submit their own gameplay clips, and
that would be
James
great.
and I will come on and talk about it on the show and like watch it and react to it. These are all things that I want to do to try and involve the community in the show because that's what the show is for.
Right. And that was a big part of why we're doing this today, is to hopefully get people out there. So if you are watching this right now, make some comments, ask some questions, and we're gonna make sure we answer all of them. So we're gonna stay on till all the questions are
Absolutely.
answered. So I mean, we're hoping James can get his mic on, because there's so many things I want to ask him, or want him to say.
No doubt.
But it's something that, I've been around gaming for a long time myself. Obviously, you know that, and he's here.
Hey,
James,
there he is. Yeah, there you are.
There we go.
All right, cool.
There we go. So I will leave it now to you. Just one question, James, is tell me how you got into fighting games, because that might be something that I don't know about you. And I've known you for a while now, but I don't know how you got into fighting games.
So the game that got me into fighting games was Skullgirls, because I had always been interested in the overall art style and aesthetic for a long time, and I tried playing it, and I wasn't very good until they released a new character, Big Band specifically, and I thought, oh my god, this is the coolest character I've ever seen. I really want to try learning how to play this character, and then just the rest is history. Because I'm firmly of the belief that it is the characters that make a fighting game. Because a good fighting game has characters with really strong, identifiable personalities. You see a character, you think, wow, that character's really cool. I want to play as that character. And then that just leads you to want to keep playing. And then the more you play, the more you want to get better. And the more you want to get better, the more you learn. And it's a process. It's finding a character in a game that you just like.
Look, I say this all the time to people. If you want to watch a podcast, videocast, however you want to say it, that is about gaming, this is the best one. And believe me, I've done research out there on every type of show there is. They are good. They know their stuff. So I'm going to leave you guys for a couple of minutes to tell us what's coming up and what you're hoping to do in the next couple of weeks. And then I'll jump in and get the next show on there.
Yeah, so I talked about it a little bit before when I was having the conversations with Ron, but really the goal going forward is to get the community more involved in the show. Obviously, we want to cover all of the news because we don't want to leave anything left out. Mm-hmm. But I really want to implement more things that get you guys involved with what we're doing on the show. And I've already talked a little bit about my ideas on that. So, James, do you have anything on your mind that you might want to bring about in the next couple weeks?
I may repeat some stuff because I was doing technical stuff while you were going over all that. I wasn't able to pay attention to all of it, but I'd personally love to do like stream nights or nights where we, maybe like one night a week when you and I play a fighting game together, get a lobby going for anyone who also wants to join. Stuff like that. Ways to interact with people beyond the Friday night podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. A lobby night would be a lot of fun. Just like one night a week where, we have a couple of viewers come on and we all just sort of play a fighting game, right? It could be any fighting game. That would be something that's really awesome. For those of you that haven't seen the show before, we do air on Rhode Island Broadcasting. We air Friday nights at 9 p.m. So be sure to go on there and talk to us. The show isn't live, but if you leave comments and you can interact with us on Twitter at ChargeMotion, we'd love to talk to you guys. We want to know what you guys want to see. We want to hear what you have to say, and we want to answer your questions. Answering questions is my favorite.
Yeah. Fighting game players love talking about fighting games almost as much as we love playing them.
Oh yeah, I'd argue I like talking about fighting games more than I like playing them. That's saying something.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely excited to increase the sort of community interaction that we have going on the show. So definitely keep an eye on our Twitter to keep an eye out for announcements of that sort. And if you don't have a Twitter, you can also find stuff on our Facebook page at Charge Motion on Facebook, and we'll also be posting stuff to the Rhode Island Broadcasting group. So be sure to interact with those things to become part of our community.
Yes, absolutely. Click, like, subscribe, do all that stuff on Charge Motion, and of course on Rhode Island Broadcasting. Um, there's like the show is just spectacular. And I'll be looking forward to those lobby nights for all the viewers because that I think that would be pretty cool. I guess I'll talk to Kel about the production part of that, and maybe we can get something going and make this something huge for all the gamers out there. So I thank you guys, of course. Charge
Thank you.
Motion. If there's going to be any questions, get on there, post the questions because we're going to do a question and answer thing after we talk about all the shows. And that's not too far off. So get those questions up there. I know we have 195 viewers out there, and they've been here through the whole time. So get those questions in. Be part of the show. We'll even possibly invite you to be on with video joining us. So get those questions in. Next up, I want to bring in Eric Teotonio with Sports Unfolded. Where are you, Eric?
All right, I'm unmuted.
Yep, you're unmuted. There we go.
How are you guys? So first and foremost, I just wanted to thank Rhode Island Broadcasting for this opportunity tonight. I think this is a really good opportunity for us to be able to talk to the fans, be able to for them to understand what we're trying to do and what we're trying to create. So thank you for Rhode Island Broadcasting for allowing us to do this tonight.
So now it's no secret. We posted it. We said it on the show a couple of times. We did a show 25 years ago.
Yeah, this is a long journey. Yes.
Yeah. So it was funny because the way it happened was I was talking to Kel, and I was saying, "Gee, I wonder if my old partner Eric would be interested in doing a show." And then I heard the bing on my phone, and it was a message from you.
It's true. It's true.
Like, seriously, it was literally right after I said it, and it was you. And so you come in, and you do the show, the first one, and it was like we never left.
Yeah, I think we've had that chemistry. Our show back in the day, we did it on cable access, and it was really fun to do. A lot of work because we had to do all the editing and everything else.
Oh yeah,
and the filming and everything else behind it. So once I saw that opportunity again pop up, I just felt like it was such a good idea for us to do it again. I think we left too much on the table, and we had to make sure we finished it the right way.
Right, and I'll tell you, the fans responded. We did a show live on Wednesday, and we had 1,600 live viewers. I was astonished. I couldn't believe it. But since then, it's been wonderful. Like, the fans are posting, they're commenting. We had Tom and Chris help us along on the show the other day. We had this guy, Mikey, who said it was a great show. And he asked if we could talk about some New York teams. And I'm like, we're technically not local. I mean, we're technically local, but we broadcast all over the world. So we're going to cover every team if they're in the news. I mean, we're going to cover it. And we did talk Yankees this past show.
Yep. So I think as the show evolves and as more and more topics, get discussed, as the fans bring it to our attention, we'll gladly, discuss any teams. We're going to be looking at, coming up, shortly the NCAA tournament. I'm sure we'll talk about that. You got the NFL draft coming up, so we'll be talking about a lot of teams.
And the start of the Major League Baseball season.
Baseball
and then the playoffs for NBA and NHL.
So we'll have a lot of different topics, a lot of different things to cover. We continue to evolve with segments. We've got the pick and roll now, which is pretty exciting to be able to see how we rank and stack. See our difference of opinions. We got the face off, which I think you're going to win this week, even though we'll discuss that on next week's show on some of these fans that have voted for you and why they're wrong and why they're wrong.
Well, We'll just say that I'm 1-1. So
yeah, and our predictions. So we have our predictions. So currently, we're both
yes.
1-1 on our predictions as well for this week. So we'll have to see what March 3rd brings with those predictions. But it's really exciting. It's fun to do. I think the biggest piece we need is just to get the fans more involved. The more you ask the questions, the more topics you can bring to our attention. It gives us an opportunity to really help the show grow and give us more than just one particular area to cover. So I have heard about the New York team, so it's definitely something we're working on. Definitely planning on doing a segment on the New York Knicks this upcoming week. So we'll definitely start bringing in some of the New York teams as our fans have asked for.
We may need to talk about the New York Islanders because they seem to have the Bruins number.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah, so was their game against the Rangers last night, but today they did it.
They came back.
They made some changes in Boston, so I think they're good now. They're good now. So so what else do you think we have in store for Sports Unfolded?
So as we've discussed, the live broadcast, which we did last week, really excited about that. Definitely looking forward to doing more of those. We got direct responses as we were, filming, which definitely helps us, again, continue with the topics and continue to let the fans vote and cast those ballots for us. Definitely, we've talked about, some of the bigger, areas. So maybe a Stanley Cup, show where we're actually watching the game. We've talked about the Super Bowl. So again, that's a ways away. But, good stuff there. Definitely going to probably do our own mock draft for the NFL, at least for the top, 10 picks, maybe till 15 to the New England Patriots since they are the local team. But again, we're going to continue to just strive to be the best sports talk show in the world. I think that's what we wanted to do. But we look forward to the fan participation. I think that's what's going to make everything a lot easier for us, is that if we can get the fans to join in with us and have these conversations, it's just going to help the show grow.
Oh, thanks, Eric. And I think the Friday night lineup is better than anything there is on TV, to be honest with you.
Yep. So our new time, Friday night, 6 p.m. on Rhode Island Broadcasting, Facebook, YouTube. Look us up. As I get the social media pages up, we'll definitely announce those. But at Sports Unfolded is our, Facebook page. Instagram and Twitter will be following shortly. So we'll have a lot more ways to communicate with us to continue to help the fans reach out and get us some more.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to bring in Kel back in. And I know we have a question that was posted by Tim. We will get to that in a few minutes. We're going to talk about the bucket list right now. So, Kel, where are you?
Well, I'm in Puerto Rico, but
you're important. That's why we're doing it like this. That makes sense. I got the message, and I'm like, "Oh, you're staying home today," and I'm like, "What? I've been canceled? But how can I be canceled?" So all right. So we got the bucket list. It's kind of like a morning show, but we've been doing it at noontime on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've had 2 episodes.
I wonder why. Is it because we're not early morning persons, or is it because we have too much to do?
we But no, the show is pretty good though. It's solid. I gotta say that it's fun to do. It's fun to do all these shows, to be honest with you. I feel like Ryan Seacrest. I'm on like everything.
Sorry, Mr. Ryan.
I'm just saying. That wasn't the plan. The plan was just to do my Haven Shine reviews, and that was it. So the bucket list is basically a talk show. It's like a variety show, kind of like you see in the mornings with all those, like the Road Show or whatever, the Good Morning America, stuff like that. That's what you think of but we're not as boring.
Yep. I'm not boring.
Well,
hey,
can you elaborate on that?
Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
So we got the bucket list, and people missed our Easter egg. It completely missed it.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
No,
I'm
because
just
it's still out there. Somebody can eventually win it. But there's an
yeah.
Easter egg on that show, and
The
it has
problem
something to do with something we talked about throughout the show.
the problem is that sometimes I feel like Mario. You know Mario, the that Mario, the Mario game that Mario was down and then Donkey Kong was throwing all bunch of stuff at him.
That's what you feel like?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like we we're Donkey Kong throwing stuff at people and people don't get it.
So we have also the gates, because I don't want to give any more of that Easter egg away. We have the gates. Now, that
Bill
came
Gates is
totally
part
by
of it?
accident, but it turns out it's pretty damn good. It's a storybook horror
I wonder who
where
wrote it.
you created pretty much everything, and I wrote, but it's pretty damn good. It's really good. And if you're into horror at all, you should go and check out the gates. You gotta. I mean, it's that good. It's that good. And we got episode 3 coming when you come back from Puerto Rico. So it's on a break this week. All right. Another thing that we have that's pretty big is jam sessions. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody saw it. When we aired it.
Wait. I'm just pause everything because I just have to say like jam sessions was awesome. Jam sessions was awesome. And this dude right here, Raw Thesis, like he's good. He's good. I'm
That
just
third
sad.
song, though. Whew.
I'm just
That third
sad
song
that
is
on
hot.
Facebook it's muted. And for all of you guys that have watched that and you see, like, hey, why that's muted on Facebook? It's just copyright infringement, supposedly. So we're working on that because we have, of course, Rossy's permission and everything. But I want to let you guys know we're working on it. And if you want to see, or better say, if you want to hear his music, just go to our YouTube page and hear it. Or just go at Rossy's on any social media platforms. That dude is the beast. Like he knows what he's doing, for real.
Yeah. It was impressive to see that. It was impressive. So next week on Jam Sessions is Letters to Jenny from Rhode Island.
Yep.
And we saw the video. The video.
That's a good part about being the ones that review stuff.
They were fantastic as well.
Yes, so if you want to have a concert experience, a live concert experience, plug your laptop to a home theater, and literally you're going to be on a concert because they delivered. They really delivered. Well, just wait and see.
Yeah, so next week is Letters to Jenny, and then week 3, in episode 3, we have Joe Lou, and it totally blew my mind. Because I know Joe personally, and he said, awesome. Here's this that I just did, and
the combination of music and video.
Watching.
The combination of music and video, it's amazing. You just go in a trip.
It was amazing. So we have 2 more great episodes coming up, and we got more bands that are working on their videos as we speak. Hopefully they can get it done in 2 weeks, and then somebody else can get on there. But yeah, Jam Sessions is no joke. It is phenomenal, and that they wrap up the the night for Fridays for us. So we have Sports Unfolded, Charge Motion, and Jam Sessions all in one night, and better than anything else on TV. So you don't need to watch like MacGyver and all those things. It just blows that away.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I do Haven Shine reviews. So we've done Wonder Woman, we've done Coyote, and the Marksman with Wesley Snipes. And then we did Judas and the Black Messiah. This week, all I have to say is I've seen a bunch of stuff, and they've all been good. I may do WandaVision, because that's one that, I will make my comments about that. So you'll probably see some WandaVision and a movie on my episode tomorrow. And Kel, are we gonna do it live? You want to do it live tomorrow?
Yes. So
All right, so let's do it tomorrow. So it will be live.
On my end, even though Haven China is wrong, but on my end, I want to see those numbers, this same amount or more live and commenting. And hey, maybe he'll answer some questions live. We're gonna do stuff different. We're gonna start making this more fun and making it more about you.
All right, so with that, let's get everybody back into the picture, because I know we had a question there from Tim, and I know James already answered, but we're gonna answer that question anyway. Tim Brett asked for Street Fighter V, do I need a joystick to be on the top ranks and get better? Is that what he's trying to say, James?
Yes. So let's see right here. Let's put that on screen. And the question says, for Street Fighter V, do I need a joystick to me on top rank?
That's why I said to be.
On top ranks and get better.
So, Jim already answered in the chat, but the short answer is no. You do not need to buy a joystick, and for those who might not know what he's talking about, you'll see if you watch like any fighting game tournament, you'll see players that have a large joystick that is designed to replicate the feel of an arcade stick and buttons. And a common misconception is that owning one of those will make you a better player. And that is a misconception because it's not true. A lot of the best players in the country and in the world play on a regular PlayStation controller. For some examples, in America, we have IDOM and Punk. Punk is like contender for like the best player in the world right now for Street Fighter V, and he uses a regular PS4 pad. The joystick is specifically a comfort option, and it's a preference thing, and it's designed for people who grew up playing fighting games in arcades.
On a broken controller.
Yeah. Yes.
Torque might have a problem. I think it's the controller. We're gonna go with that one.
Yeah.
I
think that's why I always do.
I know a guy who can fix it.
That's it, Dr. Fix It.
Yeah, Dr. Fix It can take care of
Yeah, Dr. Fix It can fix it.
This is a dream team right here.
No doubt. But yeah, so the short answer is no. It is perfectly acceptable and perfectly normal to play on a regular PlayStation controller. And you will be able to get as good as the best player in the world as long as you put the work in. The controller will not stop you from doing that.
All right, we have another question from Tim. And it's
Jim, if you want to add to that,
is the best to be true. B, is it true?
So I'll get to that question, but I will say that fight stick and controller are not your only options. For what's worth, I use something called a hitbox. It looks like this. Mine's covered in stickers, and it takes all the regular buttons of a controller and it flattens them out. So I use these to move around, and then every other button is here. I use this because it's what I find most comfortable. Plenty of people use arcade sticks, and for a lot of fighting game players, it's a point of pride kind of build and customize their own arcade stick.
Hitbox has become very popular.
Yes,
Hitbox has become very popular.
Yeah, but it's all a preference thing. If you are most comfortable on a controller, even after you try other input methods, stick with controller. Nothing wrong with that. And as far as Ryu is the best, so as far as learning Street Fighter goes, if you're just starting off in Street Fighter and you're learning the game, yeah, Ryu's a great character to start with. He's a very well-rounded character in pretty much every Street Fighter game, and he's really good for learning like the basic interactions of the game and the basic moves that most characters have. But play whichever character you like playing. If that's Ryu, then play Ryu. If there's another character that you like better, even though they're more complicated, play that character. Play whoever you like. There's no wrong answers.
So, Tim, first of all, don't apologize for asking questions. We appreciate the questions.
We do.
Because we like interacting with you. The next thing is to add on to Jim's point. Play whatever character you like. The hidden secret is that fighting games are hard. They're always going to be hard. They're always going to be hard no matter what character you pick. So you can pick Ryu if Ryu is the character that you want to play. You can pick Juri if Juri is the character that you want to play. How do I want to word this? The game is always going to be hard no matter what character you pick. So you might as well pick the character that you think looks the coolest so that you have the most fun playing the game possible. Because even if there's truth to the statement that Ryu is a very basic character and relatively easy to pick up at a basic level, if you're not having fun playing Ryu, you're not going to get better at the game because you're not going to want to play the game. So play the character that you like, play the character that you think is fun, and learn as you go. And that's all there really is to it.
Yeah, treat a character like an extension of your own personal play style. Find a character that works for you and allows you to play in the way that you want to play.
Yes, absolutely.
So I see Torque made another comment about this being mostly a Facebook stream. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, by the way. But I'd be curious to know what character Torque uses in his games.
In Tekken
that would be
with his
an interesting thing, and same thing with Tim. If you guys can post what you guys use, that would be pretty awesome to know.
Absolutely. I don't have my computer available at the moment, so I actually can't type in the chat. But I play a ton of different fighting games, but the ones that I focus on the most are Tekken and Street Fighter V. My main character in Tekken is Kunimitsu. My Street Fighter V characters are, my main is Chun-Li, and I'm picking up a secondary Laura.
So he plays
Torque
Akuma.
plays Akuma.
Nice.
But playing Akuma, ironically, still counts as playing Akuma. And I also play Akuma, so don't feel bad about it.
I use
Tim
Bob.
Tim has another question. Is there a way to practice to be better with a trainer or something? So to answer your question as it was asked, yes. There are services that allow you to pay to hire a trainer to teach you the game. I know that ProGuides.com, I believe, is one of those where you can hire a coach to teach you and you pay them by the hour.
Really? Oh, I should do that. Be a teacher, that is.
You don't have enough money, Ron.
So yeah, there are services out there that allow you to hire a trainer to teach you the game. My advice would be to just join a Discord server or find people around you that are near you to play the game with. Because in my opinion, having a training partner is more valuable than having a coach. Specifically in the context of fighting games. Having somebody that's about as good as you and maybe a little bit better You play Sagat? Sagat's a good one.
Oh, that's who I play in
Um,
Street Fighter.
Sagat's good.
If you have fun playing Sagat, keep playing Sagat. But yeah,
I think the
having
key
someone-
once you find a player that you really like, to kind of mix them and change it throws you off. So, like you say, if you're going to
It
want to
does.
learn, you know what I mean, stick to that one character, and then it at least allows you to learn as much as you can about that one particular player.
Especially if you're still pretty new, because like a lot of the players that have been around for a long time, they can play every character. Like that's pretty much a thing.
Yeah.
But being new, you can't keep switching from character to character because then you get confused. And I know that happens to me all the time. I forget who I'm playing, especially if you jump from one game to another. So play the same character, like Eric said.
Yeah. So Tim, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you think we're cool. I really do. What I can say is if you wanna keep talking to us and keep hanging out with us after this is over, like the Facebook page at Charge Motion, like the Rhode Island Broadcasting Facebook page because we'll be posting on there.
Yeah.
And we're also on Twitter at Charge Motion. So if you go on any of those pages, you'll be able to. There it is. You'll be able to interact with us and sort of talk to us, and I'll be happy to play some games with you.
Yeah, me too.
We also have a lobby for Havenshine that basically all the Tekken and Street Fighter players are pretty much in that, and also like some anime games and stuff like that. So maybe they can get you in that lobby, and they play all the time. So jump in with them and make sure you follow.
Yeah, hook up with us on socials, and we'll definitely be able to get you some games in, especially if you're looking to learn.
Absolutely. I don't see any more questions or anything, so I gotta say this actually was pretty wonderful. Oh, for the Fix-It guy. Wait a minute.
There we go.
He needs an upgrade. Where are you from, Tim?
Tim's got a lot of questions. I need a sports question, by the way, Tim, at some point.
It's a good thing. We like the questions. We like the questions.
Somebody's getting jealous.
Oh my god! So he needs an upgrade on his iPhone 6 to iOS 14.
So the iOS 14 is the operating system. So if I'm not mistaken, the iPhone 6, the last upgrade that's available is the 12.2 or 12.3. If I'm not mistaken, I'm just rambling right now on top of my head. But you can basically there's a lot of ways that you can do it. The correct answer is no, you can't, because on an Apple service, you only can get to the iOS 12.3, 12.2, whichever it is. I know it's 12. But there's ways, of course. There's always a way.
Always a way.
If you jailbreak the iPhone 6, you can upgrade to iOS 14. And by upgrading to iOS 14, you can use all of those applications that you cannot use on the regular iOS 12, because right now, well, of course, you're not. Apple doesn't permit you. But if you jailbreak it and you upgrade it to iOS 14, you can definitely do that. Jailbreaking services start around 40 to 50, some places maybe less. But if you're in the Rhode Island area, you can go to Dr. Fix-It Mobile Network Solutions, and there we can help you out. And if you say that you saw this program, you know what? I'll leave it to you for just $20 if you just say that you saw this program.
Ooh, there's a deal right there. Don't miss out on that one. But you have to wait till he's back from Puerto Rico. All right, so I guess that's about the time we have for tonight. I do want to thank everybody for being here. This was actually pretty awesome, to be honest with you. We got everybody in. We got everything that we talked about that's coming up on Rhode Island Broadcasting. Please follow all these guys and subscribe, like, comments. Please get all that down on the shows. Could use all the support we can, and you can become a VIP supporter on Rhode Island Broadcasting, and that'll help out us a lot and make sure that we can keep bringing new shows. And I do have to say, and I know Austin and James has already heard me say this about 1 billion times in the past 8 years. I want to do a Havenshine gaming reality show, and I think that's coming this summer probably, because that's when everything will be back to normal, hopefully. And we have a lot of characters. Let's say we have a lot of characters at Havenshine Gaming, and that's going to be coming. We have Munchies on Main going to be coming up probably in about a week. About a week, Kel? Yeah. All right. So in about a week,
that was good.
That will make its debut.
That was. You guys have to see it.
It was a fun time. Let me tell you. So we have that coming up, and of course some new movies and episodes of all these shows that we talked about today. And I want to thank James, Eric, Kel, and Austin for being here. And my name is Ron, and hopefully we'll see you again real soon.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys.